there are cases where you could see areas where you could have them negotiated and appreciated, but because of leadership style, people wouldn't buy in terms of appreciating and understanding the situation. Very often you could see political leaders, candidates exchanging with the police in a manner that negates the decorum expected at that level. All those dynamics quite played a role in terms of influencing the trend. Then you also have issues to do with the media. You have issues to do with the civil society organizations that came up, those that were seen to be maybe appearing to influence or interfering or abating or taking partisan considerations in the execution of their mandates. I think those were also of interest because they also had a security dimension that came to play at the end of the day. But all in all, I really want to be thankful to God that we've been able to get through this process thus far, and we've been able to conduct an electoral process that, as of now, there are no major reports of incidences of insecurity. Largely, it has been peaceful, and I think that is something very good to write home about at the end of the day. I pray that that remains the case even after the results are announced, because at times at that point you normally get certain dynamics. But I want to, to imagine that we remain calm, we remain civil, we appreciate and we get the right information from the right sources, because there's also the problem of the sources. You may get people start announcing even before and create a situation of confusion, raise anxiety, raise expectations, and then fail to meet the expectations. That has always been a major weakness, especially in the opposition ranks, raising expectations and failing to manage or even meet the expectations, and it ends up degenerating into undesirable situations. So basically, that would be my take.
Honorable, you have been in elective politics. Is it possible realistically to fail to raise expectations when you are campaigning for yourself? Or even for that matter, for any candidate. I thought every candidate, you see in the US, it is always a two-horse race. Republican, Democrat, or Democrat and Republican. But for us here, we hear only two candidates. When there are actually seven, some of them are six. But if the Green Party or the Environmental Party candidate speaks, they will speak as if they are winning. Isn't that the character of campaigning itself?
Yeah, it is a character, but I think you need to do it within the limits, and you need to do it in such a way that there is a great possibility of meeting such expectations. And the history of our opposition leaders has made it even more apparent that people have lost interest. Actually, some in the opposition, when someone says that I'll never subordinate myself before electoral process when so and so is chairing. Next thing you find someone is presenting his papers to be nominated. To be very specific, Colonel Besigye and Professor Badru saying, I will never appear, I will never stand. Then next thing you find he's on the ballot and he has presented his papers to the same person whom he swore never to appear before as a candidate. Now, such extreme expectations do deflect, because at the end of the day, it is like what is going to happen this time. Severally, it has happened to the contrary. So that is also a bit of a problem, and it has worked very negatively in the opposition. I will not stand. I will not do this. You will see him going. all these kind of excitements and populist approaches come to haunt you at the end of the day. When you've swallowed humble pie.
I want us to touch briefly, but it will be clearer by tomorrow. Just at a glimpse, I'm getting information from home, Zombo district, and you have to understand this is home from back in my backyard. I'm getting information. Zombo was carved out of Nebi for starters, and it is now a district of its own. So now, out of Nebi, we have 3 districts. There is Pakwat district, there is Zombo district, and there is Nebi district, the mother district. But results from Pakwat I've not yet received. The ones I've received so far, Zombo, the reporting is that Okoro County MP is Gabriel. Gabriel is NRM, and then Ora County, it has 2 constituencies directly, and then one woman. And then Ora County, they have returned the incumbent, who is Songa, and then he is in the 10th Parliament. But Gabriel is a new candidate. Actually, he's a businessman who hails from Tororo, but he has lived in Faida for some time, and he defeated the incumbent, who is a minister, the Honorable Engineer Dijanga. That's the person he defeated in the primary election. Okay. So he went ahead to win. But he's also NRM. Honorable Songa is also NRM. Then the woman MP, Okoro Zombo, has also elected a newcomer as well. This newcomer is the one who defeated, again, another minister, Honorable Grace Kuyotwin, in the primary. So 2 ministers from Okoro, from Zombo, were defeated. Now, NRM has got the 3 MPs, all the 3, from Zombo district. Now, maybe I'm getting the report I'm getting here now from the district, Padire County. They have recalled our incumbent, who is Joshua Anywaraj, and they have elected Isaka, who is an NRM now. Joshua Anywaraj is an independent because he's in this parliament. He was in the last parliament as well. And then the Nebi municipality, they have returned the incumbent, that is Hashim. And then the woman MP, they have elected a new person, who is Achibo. So from Nebi district, all the 3 MPs, NRM. From Zombo district, all the 3 MPs, NRM. So we are left with Pakwach to see what the greater Nebi, the 3 districts return. Is this, though very small at this point, is this a kind of, a semblance of what we are going to see of parliament, mainly new MPs and the old ones being routed out? And to what extent do you see the competition, the contest between NRM and the opposition, let's say generally at this point, but if you like, in some areas, in some regions, NUP standing up as the leading opposition with the majority MP? What do you think? Starting with Bobby.
Thank you. I think Charles will need to put a disclaimer first that these are still results which have not been confirmed by the Electoral Commission. Yeah, because you are like declaring the winners. But the Electoral Commission has the power to do so.
For the MPs, they are usually declared from the district.
They are
usually declared from the district.
Not usually, that is where they are.
But I mean, I'm making declared. That's my concern.
The law that I studied tells me that, say the fact as it is, they are usually declared, the law says they are usually declared from the district.
I know, but they haven't yet. So I of course these preliminary kind of results coming in indicate that we might have a very huge turnover at the current parliament for a number of reasons, definitely. As we have seen, this election has been like no one before. There are a lot of younger people who have been voting, and they kind of wanted to change, especially those who have been in parliament a long time and so on. So I wouldn't be surprised when a number of the incumbents in the 10th parliament don't get opportunity to come back. That's one. And you'll find that there are also a lot of local politics which has played in this campaign. The local issues. You'll find them in different areas. I'm not very familiar with the West Nile, but when you look at, for example, Kampala here, there's going to be a huge turnover also, you like it or not. Busoga area, parts of Kasese, and the central region generally, and other pockets of areas, not forgetting about Western Uganda. So, but I'm also worried about the quality of parliament, the 11th parliament you're going to have, because of a number of reasons. And we have spoken about this choice before. This campaign was run almost on a slogan of getting a new Uganda and having new people in place, in other words. And I would really feel that, especially where the Loop is going to win, going to have the more punching power. We are going to see a lot of new faces coming, but those new faces, I'm afraid they're going to be quite cantankerous in that parliament because they are coming like this defiance kind of vote. When I was a younger man at Makerere, doing my first degree in UIT, we had some stewards. One of them was Honorable Mavika. I don't know whether actually he has performed well in much in the East. I wish him good luck. You have to tell us that this election is going to be very fundamental, you guys. Even if it means voting a jerry can, which is in green, vote a jerry can.
He was then DP.
Yeah, was among the leaders of UIU. Vote a jerry can against anyone else, as long as it is in green. And I'm afraid we might find that the same spirit has worked in this one. Don't mind about anything else, vote. Those who are in red, you might end up having, that kind of quality of legislators.
But should that be a worry? Because our own His Excellency, the President, has said that before, that I need people who can support my program.
And I disagree.
And when he said, you remember when he famously said, for me, I disagreed with him on that, that even if they are going to sleep, as long as they can wake up and vote for NRM, it is okay.
Yeah.
So does that necessarily affect the quality? Because then
I personally disagreed with him, and I think time has absorbed you and I. Those who disagreed, because the quality of legislation went down when people started voting like that, and it has caused a lot of problems in Uganda in the way we have seen serious policy matters are not being given attention, and the parliament is more obsessed with certain debates, especially those concerning their own welfare, and then the populism also. Once you can dance on top of tables or you can cause a lot of havoc around, you can speak in tongues, you are the best for the people. So, like Kampala here, the capital city is being represented to me by a legislation which does not really add a lot of value, in my view. But that's what people voted. And to me, I think it was a protest vote. And I wouldn't want to see this continuing going forward to be the same matter. But now it is too late for us. Ugandans have voted. And the end up to usually what he says on our behind the headline. I wonder how he's fared. I also don't know how much.
Abalala mpozi fonga kawulide kakyerere ntugamu najjanga emmotoka etambuza ebintu n'asitulako akabokisi kamu n'akatwala ebintu ebyo bwe bityo era nabyo newankubadde mubamutegese mutya wabaawo nga bw'omanyi ku balonzi millions ne millions ku polling stations emitwalo 3.4 tewasobola kubalawo station efuna okusomozebwa naye nga utwaliza ebizibu ebyenjawulo oba okusomeza okw'enjawulo ttiimu zibadde ziripootinga mu budde ne tuba nga tubikolako mu budde bannaganda basobola okulonda.
Twakeredde mu kibuga ekyokuba nga intaneti yaziddwako bannayuganda abakulaba ssaawa zino njagala utukakase nti kati ebintu oba ebivudde.
Je, una biashara yako na umesumbuka sana kuitangaza? Usiumize kichwa.
Bigenda kutuuka bitya era ekyo mwakikoledde bitamagezi.
Byokozeseddwa olwalukira mu kulonda entambuza yabyo yeyo ebitumala okutuma polling station polling station ez'enjawulo etambula mu kugombolola okumanyibwamu.
Je, una biashara yako na umesumbuka sana kuitangaza? Usiumize kichwa. Huu ni wakati wako. Fungua www.dadog.com kisha jisajili uonekane katika ulimwengu wa biashara na kutangaza biashara zako tofauti tofauti Tanzania nzima na duniani kote. Mfano, biashara ya mavazi, viatu, mabegi, mahoteli na kumbi mbalimbali. Kumbuka ni dadog.com. Dadog, transforming lives.